My name is Excel Agrinu and I'm 24 years old. So I'm making this channel. This is a pilot video, and I'm making this channel basically to come out and say, yeah, I want to start to journal my trades online. So at the moment, what I've been doing in the past is I journal my trades on Notion and I keep it to myself. Sometimes you just get lost because I have so much worth of data. It's like gigabytes of data at this point. And I was like, you know what? The fact I have all of this sitting here, this could literally be content for anyone else to learn from. And I was like, yeah, I'm just going to do it. I'm going to make a channel and I'm going to be posting on my daily journaling there. I'm going to be doing my own personal journal and I'm also going to be doing this one. So in that way, I can also keep myself accountable because I know people are watching me actually trade and they're actually going to be looking at my wins and my losses. So make me more serious is what I was thinking. And also the fact that someone out there might think my strategy has an edge better than what they're currently using, and they might want to give it a try and they might like it. So that's pretty much why I'm doing this. That's the primary reason. And I also want to keep this unfiltered. I don't want to swear, so I'm just going to say I'm going to keep this unfiltered, and raw, because I realize so many people out there, they give information that they just want. They want you. They know this is what you want to hear, and they just tell you. So I'm just going to say like truth hurts a lot of times. So don't believe most of everything they say. That's pretty much it for this video. The next part of this is gonna be me doing a breakdown of my trade bias during the day, like my thought process. Oh yeah, one more thing. I'm not gonna be able to do live trading at the moment because I'm working as well. So this will be just something I do right after work or when I'm free during the weekends. Yeah. So hopefully we'll see how this goes. I don't really know how this goes or what's going to happen. I just want to keep journaling, keep on making progress, keep it consistent, because I think consistency beats intensity every day, So yeah, that's pretty much a small intro of myself. Okay, without wasting any more time, you can see here we have USD JPY is what I'm trading, and this is what I follow like strictly between USD JPY and Euro USD. These are the two pairs I trade actively. And we can see, so I usually start with the 4-hour time frame, and on the 4-hour time frame you can see that we are having a market shift here. Previously, like last week, we had actually a bullish trend, and it was really bullish. Like last week was all bullish for me. We're starting this new week now, and we're already seeing a market shift. When did this break? This was Thursday. Yeah, around Thursday last week. So that's why I start with looking at my 4-hour time frame, and then I break it down, go to the 1-hour time frame just to see what's happening inside here. So we've got a market shift, a small break of structure here, and then we can see this trend. So this is pretty much the price candle pushing back up to actually mitigate the supply, before we actually continue to go bullish. That's my own bias based on the higher time frame. So what I would say here, what I believe is going to happen here, that's the strong. So price should not break this line here. If it does, then we're going to have another market shift, which is going to be going back bullish. At the moment, we're looking at bearish on the higher time frame. Let's see 15-minute time frame. So yeah, in my thought process, this was I have them colored. So usually on my trading view, actually, yeah, the first thing you notice is probably the colors here. You notice how they're gray and then black and white. I just do this for psychological reasons. I don't want to be looking at red and green and taking my trade out, and I just don't like the red and green. So I just like to do this, and I learned this from one of my mentor. Yeah, so what we do here, you can see here is actually purple. So this purple is the Asian section. The blue is the London section. As you can see, that was the trade I took. I'll go into that in a couple of minutes. And then that's the US session. So that's the pre-New York open, and then London close is the orange and yellow. Yeah, perfect. That's where you can see this. Get rid of that. So 5 minute time frame. We've looked at the 15-minute time frame. Let's say at this point now, let's say just imagine just here was where you're looking to get into. So based on that, based on seeing this, this is going based on my own edge, on strategy. And then go to 5 minute time frame. Yeah. You can see. Yeah, so that's our 15-minute time frame. So let's go down to the 5 minute time frame. That's literally where I do trade. I trade on the 5 minutes. I don't trade on 15. Well, I do. I've traded on 15, but that's when I literally don't have any time, and I can't look at the charts. I just look at 15 minutes and I trade based on that. But let's go to 15 minutes. 5 minutes. Okay, so 5 minute time frame is where I would be trading now. I don't like to go to 1 minute because I find just too much noise on there. So yeah, you can see we got during the Asian session. Actually, let's go back a bit. Let's go to the Friday. So you see Friday, we got a very, very bullish momentum for the USD JPY. What was happening that day? I can't remember at the moment, but I know something economical was happening that was making this just shoot up. So yeah. So let's just start from the New York Open. You can see that was actually a trade I took on Friday. Oof, look at all that move. Yeah, I don't remember exactly where. Yeah, I got out there somewhere there actually. But yeah, there's also more moves to be could have potentially gotten, but we can't be thinking like that. You see, that's the thing about trading. It makes you guys it brings out the human nature in us, greediness. You just want to get more. You want to get more. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And New York section started. We saw a bullish candle. Even during the London close, with price was still going up, price was still going up, price was still going up. Then Asian session on Sunday, like 1 a.m. is when this happens. I'm not sure about the time. Yeah, it's 12 o'clock now because of that daylight saving thing. But we got a break of structure. So it just shows that the price was really just going high. So seeing based on all of this, I was like, okay, if price comes down to the next demand zone, which is here, I already had it drawn out. See that the demand zone there. So once price literally made a break of structure and tapped into that demand zone, I entered and I aimed for a 1:2 ratio. It's so crazy how I literally got tapped out of that trade. Like I hit TP and it literally just fell down. Look at that big juicy candle. It just fell down like mad. It's crazy, isn't it? But yeah, I like to go for 1:2 risk to reward because I just find it. I don't like to be in the market too long. Those guys that would be like doing 1:20 risk to reward, you guys are crazy. And I just do 1:2 and just get out like not like stress. Yeah, I'll just go through what happened after. So after that break of structure, and then we got a fractal market shift, which usually indicates that price is going the other way. You know, the other confirmations you want to wait for, but that's pretty much a general point of view. Get rid of that. So fractal market shift, and then we kind of see price going down. We actually see a break of structure here again, and price actually came up, tapped into this. There's a supply zone around here. There's definitely a supply zone there. You can see point of interest supply zone, and then once the price taps into that supply zone, it's already going down. It could definitely come up more and sweep liquidity. You probably don't know that word liquidity, but it makes. I don't. If you want me to explain it better, you guys can also ask me questions. But I'm just talking based on my thought process when I'm looking at all this. Is okay. Price could definitely come back here. It could bounce down here and then come back up here and sweep more liquidity before going down further. Yeah. So that's pretty much my thought process for today, the 23rd of March. So we'll see what happens tomorrow morning in the London session because I like to trade London session usually. I don't like trading the the New York session at all. If I'm doing anything with the New York, it's probably going to be pre-New York session. And that's it. But yeah, let me know your thoughts and if you have any questions for me based on this trade bias I just laid out for you guys. This is my first video, so I'm gonna get better at this eventually. But yeah, please let me know your feedback. I will take anything, really. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time.